Hi and welcome to Overclockers UK TV. Today we're going to take a look at the Z270 range from Gigabyte. First up, we'll take a look at the new Aorus range from Gigabyte. So we've got the Gaming 9 and the Gaming 7. They both support RGBW, SLI, Crossfire, along with supporting two M.2 drives and U.2 as well. Next up, we've got the Z270X-Ultra Gaming. This has RGBW support, much like its bigger brothers, SLI and Crossfire support, along with support for M.2 and U.2 drives as well. And lastly, we've got the Gaming K3. Much like its bigger brother, this one supports up to 3800 MHz RAM, supports M.2 drives along with AMD Crossfire. So, let's take a more in-depth look at the Aorus range of motherboards from Gigabyte. First up, we've got the Gaming 9. This is the flagship model in our range. It has a built-in exclusive EK water block cooler that uses G-Frost hybrid design. It's got a copper base and standard G1/4 inch storage, so it'll fit in perfectly with your existing water loop. It's got built-in RGB lighting, so around the PCI lanes, around the CPU and around the memory. Also has two built-in motherboard headers, so you can control RGBW on separate RGB strips. You can customize these in the RGB Fusion software. To make sure you don't run into any compatibility issues, you can swap the pinouts according to the manufacturer of your RGB strips. So taking a look at the design of the Gaming 9, you'll see that it's got a nice monochrome feel, which features the new Aorus branding. This means it will fit in perfectly with any colour scheme you choose. On top of that, you'll also find metal covers on the PCI Express and memory slots. This is for reinforcement and to add a nice sleek finish to it. Looking at the spec itself, the motherboard has support for up to 4000 MHz RAM, two M.2 drives and two U.2 drives for those looking for ultimate performance. On the back you'll find USB Type-C, USB 3, dual Gigabit Ethernet, Wi-Fi and even a PS2 port for those still rocking their legacy peripherals. Taking a further look at the Gaming 9, you'll find that all fan headers are 4-pin PWM compatible. You'll also get onboard amp-up audio technology, which uses creative SBX Pro audio software, so you can customize your audio settings, surround settings, as well as studio-grade quality. So here we have the Gaming 7. It features the same look and feel as the Gaming 9, so it's got the nice monochrome design with the Aorus branding on it. Just like the Gaming 9, you'll also find an RGBW header on there as well that allows you to customize the look and feel of your build. You'll also find the amp-up audio on here, except this time it uses Creative Sound Blaster Core 3D quad-core audio processor. These also both of the motherboards feature upgradable op amps, so you can customize your audio and how you want it to sound. You'll also find on the motherboard around the memory and PCI Express lanes the Gigabyte painted armor design. This features extra reinforcement, so when you do transport or you are building your PC, you've got that extra stability there and you won't break anything when you're doing it. On the Gaming 7 you'll find space for two M.2 drives and a single U.2 drive, so while not quite as expandable as the Gaming 9, you do still get all the features there. Unlike the Gaming 9, it does not have a built-in EK water cooler. This means it's a little bit more suitable for those not water cooled or perhaps not looking for that extra performance. This is the first outing for Aorus motherboards from Gigabyte. As you can see, they've got a great design with a nice monochrome feel, and they have a great feature set including RGB and great overclocking potential. Overall, these are great for enthusiasts and gamers alike. So next up we have the Z270X-Ultra Gaming and the Z270 Gaming K3. These are great entry-level and gaming motherboards from Gigabyte. Both of them feature support for M.2 NVMe drives, along with the Z270X-Ultra Gaming supports a U.2 drive as well, for those looking for ultimate performance. Here we have the Z270X-Ultra Gaming. As you can see, it features a nice black design, nice and neutral, so it'll fit in with pretty much any colour theme. You'll also find a few similarities between it and its bigger brothers in the Aorus range, including the armour around the PCI and memory ports for added reinforcement. It also has built-in RGBW header again, so you can customise the look and feel of your build. It also has RGB around the CPU, the memory and the PCI lanes, again the same as the Aorus range. Much like its bigger brothers, you'll also see that it has a U.2 drive and an M.2 drive. While not as expandable as the Aorus range, it does still feature these, so you won't be losing out on any connectivity. On the back you'll find USB 3, HDMI, DVI, Thunderbolt and Gigabit Ethernet. Unlike its bigger brothers in the Aorus range, it does not feature upgradable op amps. However, it does still use Gigabyte amp-up technology, so you will be able to customize the sound of your PC using the creative SBX Studio Pro software. The motherboard itself supports up to 3800 MHz RAM and supports SLI and Crossfire configurations, so no matter your allegiance, you'll be able to upgrade your PC. Here we have the Z270 Gaming K3, one of the more affordable options in the Gigabyte Z270 range. Like its bigger brothers, you'll find it supports M.2 drives, has Gigabyte amp-up audio technology, has the armour around the PCI Express lanes, supports up to 3800 MHz memory, and has the 4-pin adaptable fan headers. On the back of the motherboard you'll find USB 3, onboard video in the form of DVI and HDMI, PS2 ports for those rocking the old school products, along with Gigabit Ethernet and audio ports. Taking a look at the design of the motherboard, it features a nice black and red theme, perfect for the gaming orientated builds. However, it does not feature RGB fusion technology. Taking a look at the specifications of the Gaming K3, it supports up to 3800 MHz RAM and does support twin graphics cards. However, only AMD Crossfire is enabled and it is not SLI certified. You can still use a single NVIDIA card though. It also has Gigabyte amp-up audio technology for those looking for great sound. So overall, these are great gaming and enthusiast boards, with this one having great expandability options and supporting RGB, with this one being a more gaming focused product. So depending on what you're looking to do, one of these boards is perfect for you. So if you like what you've seen and want to check out the full Gigabyte range or our gaming PCs based on the Z270 platform, check out the links here and subscribe for more.